So I want to go over a couple of other examples on 7.1. If you take a look at the information given, it says classify the polygon by the number of sides if the measure of each interior angle of the regular polygon is given. So if you have the measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon is 140 degrees, see if you can figure out the number of sides and then naming the polygon as well. There's actually a couple of different ways that you could figure that out. Pause the video, see if you can figure it out on your own before we go over the answer together. So one of the ways that you could figure out the number of sides, n, if you knew the number of sides, n, and then minus 2 times 180, that's the equation or the formula that gives you the sum of the interior angles. If you want to find the measure of each of the interior angles, as long as it's a regular polygon, which is the case here, you would divide that by n. And then in this case, all of that's equal to 140 degrees. So I can make the equation is equal to 140. And then I could solve this for n. So in order to solve this for n, I need to get rid of the n in the denominator of the left side first. So I can multiply each side by n. These are just going to cancel. This is in the numerator. This is in the denominator. Then we're left with n minus 2, that quantity. So I do want that in parentheses, times 180 is equal to 140n. So then to solve this for n, the number of sides, here's what I'm going to do next. Instead of dividing each side by 180, since 180 doesn't go evenly into 140, I'm going to distribute 180. So we have 180n minus 360 is equal to 140n. And then I can solve this for n by using inverse operations. Subtract 180n from each side. On the left side, you have negative 360. On the right side, 140 minus 180n. So it's 140n. I forgot to put the n here, but that's negative 40n. And then I can divide each side by negative 40. To solve this for n. Negative 360 divided by negative 40 is 9. 9 equals n, or n equals 9. Classify the polygon by the number of sides. So a 9-sided figure is a nonagon. That's one way that you could figure out the number of sides. In my opinion, that's the longer way. The other way that you could do it, even though it didn't say anything about exterior angles, if each interior angle, so I'm just going to draw one interior angle. Let's just say we didn't know that this had 9 sides or this was a nonagon yet, but if each interior angle is 140 degrees, then each exterior angle is the supplement of that. So the supplement of 140 degrees is 40 degrees. And then you have to remember the exterior angle theorem. The sum of the exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degrees. So I could take 360, divide by the exterior angles measure, 40 degrees, and then that still gives me 9. So that's a lot faster, possibly an easier way in order to figure out the number of sides, n. And if it's a 9-sided figure, then it's called a nonagon. Take a couple minutes, see if you can work through problem B on your own before we go over the answer. For the second example, I'm just going to go over the second way that we went over example 1. If the measure of each interior angle is 156 degrees, you could take the supplement of that, 24 degrees, to find the measure of each exterior angle. And then you should know that the sum of the exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degrees. So to find the to find the number of sides, I could take 360 and then divide that by 24, the measure of each exterior angle. So 360, if you divide that by 24, you should get 15. That's the number of sides of the polygon. and then all you do is call it a 15 gone. Okay, you could do this the other way by taking n minus 2, that quantity, or in parentheses, times 180, divided by n is equal to 156 degrees, and then solve that for n. You should still get 15 for the number of sides. So regardless of how you do it, it's still going to be a 15 gone.